Hi, I'm Carrie Morrison, and I'm here again with a quick workout that you can do. Some of the movements are done on one side, some of the movements will be a multi-sided movement. So your rep range will be again 5 to 10 times each side, or 5 to 10 times total. And you can repeat it just once as a circuit with 4 exercises, or you can maybe do 2 to 4 times through the circuit, which will get your cardio up a little bit, get your endurance and strength up a little bit more, with about a 30-second to minute rest at the end of each circuit. So here we are again in this horse stance position, and we're really going to pack the shoulder blades and connect to the hips and the glutes through the toes, okay? So when we pack this position, if you go back in previous videos, we did start with just a decompression, which is barely lifting the hand and leg, so you get used to not swinging the body weight from side to side and maintaining your center. Okay, so here what we're going to do is engage decompression, and with one arm and one leg we're slowly going to extend. Now what we see with people is that they let their lumbar do the work and they sink down in towards the ground. So what I want you to do is grow away from the floor, push with your opposite arm, and cue your glutes to do the work to extend and soften the sacrum and connect the rib cage and the hip bone, so that you're lengthening in the movement. Take a breath into transition. Exhale through the lips, grow away from the ground, get the fingertips to really hug the floor, and instead of dropping, I want you to lengthen out through the crown of the head, soften the chin, inhale to switch. Now to make this a little bit harder, once you've got that position packed in, I want you to hold it for 10 seconds. Breathing back behind the brace, and we'll do one more. Breath into transition, exhale to extend, lock the abdominals down, pack the shoulder, squeeze the glute, press the heel, and release. So here we're going to actually prep for the windmill. So you're going to spread your hand again, push yourself, and pack the shoulder. So you're setting your rhomboids, you're setting your serratus, and then you're going to inhale, open up the chest, okay? So you don't want to have this absent arm, right? You want to be pushing away from the ground, and then this shoulder's packed too. So I'm actually punching the ceiling, but I'm packing the shoulder at the same time. So I'm creating a nice long line. So even though you're lengthening, you've really got some stability in here. Now your hip alignment, your left toe, in this case, your left knee and your left hand are in a nice straight line. And then you're in an external rotation, and you're going to plant your big toe. So your big toe is not going to move away from the floor. And then as you exhale, keep everything placed. So glue those toes, pack the hand, and open up between the rhomboids. Take a nice breath in, push the ground away, and exhale. Keep that foot planted, so no letting the hip cave in. Create a nice stretch. You get a little bit of lat opening there. Get some movement in the QLs, and exhale. And then you would repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so here we are. We're going to do a hinging pattern, really easy to do at home. You want a band that's strong enough that it feels like it's pulling back on you a little bit, and you have to resist the ground and thrust the hips. Okay, so we're really keeping the earlobe stacked over the shoulder. You're thinking of aligning your diaphragm, so you're not shooting that pelvic floor out from underneath you. You're keeping it centered. Drop into the ribs a little bit, soften the lumbar, and then you're going to think about a string on top of the head. Stay connected with your toes, and you're going to create a little bit of a hip hinge here from about 45 to 90 degrees. I'm still engaged in my feet, which means my glutes are then going to fight to press the ground away from me. Again, inhale through the nose, Think about the head elongating, and exhale. So you may feel your quads a little bit, but I want you to focus on that hinge, nice long spine. So we don't want to flex spine. And then you want to push the ground away and hold that nice straight line. Engage on the exhale. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. Keep your rib cage and your hip bones set at a distance that stays consistent all the way through your bend, and then they never get closer together. Last one. Inhale through the nose. Keep the tension downwards in the toes. Exhale, work into the band and press through the glutes. Okay, so now we're gonna work our modified push-up. And remember that this can be on a coffee table, it can be on a countertop, and we're gonna go with the same cues again. So we're gonna spread the fingers, press whatever you are on away from you, and engage a slight engagement of your rib cage to your hip bone so that you soften your back. So you're not going to do the push-up like this. You're going to hold your body weight back, you're on your toes, and we're slowly going to lower yourself in a nice long line. So no break in the line. Even if we're only going for this little tip, guys, this little dip is a lot more productive than dipping into the lumbar or dipping into your neck. So spread those fingers, inhale, hold your line. Exhale through the lips. We'll do 2 more. And last one. Lengthen away from the ground and release.